I'm Andrew Cox, Editor-in-Chief of Marlin Magazine, and we're here in Port Everglades, Florida for the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. We're debuting some new technology. Andrew's going to actually talk about Seakeeper here and what we're seeing on this 32.
Well, thanks for coming aboard. So this is the first time that we're demonstrating to media the new Seakeeper 3. This has been almost 15 years in the making and was the original founder's vision of bringing stabilization down to small boats. And this is really the first step in us in bringing it down to 30 to 40, making it practical, outboard boats, no generator power required. And we've also done a lot of unique things on the installation to make it more practical, both on the new build side and on the refit side.
And believe it or not, we're actually standing right here, and the Seakeeper is completely contained within inside this leaning post. It's currently turned on, but we're going to ask the captain to deactivate or deposit for a second, and we're going to see what the difference is here. We've got a nice swell coming in from the ocean. And we just saw about 15% roll with it turned off, and you can see that there is a complete difference in what we're experiencing on this boat.
We've averaged now in varying conditions up to 3-5 foot tight chop, 96-97% roll reduction. Totally changing the experience of being on the boat.
And you can see probably in the background how much we're actually rolling back and forth, and if he turns it on, count to 5-10 seconds, and you can see we're pretty stable right now. We're going to show you how easy it is, how quiet it is, and it's right here inside this 32 ST contender.
So we've had a lot of success with the Seakeeper 5, which we launched last year. A lot of success specifically in the center console market, but that unit was a little bigger, heavier, and required a little more power than it ought to be for outboard powered boats. So we took the 5, we've reduced the size by 25%, we reduced the weight by over 30%, and what we've resulted in is a Seakeeper 3 that's still providing that 95-96% roll reduction, but all in a smaller, more elegant, and at a better price point package. And you can monitor, so you'll see you have live roll angle traces. Everyone wants to see the performance, what it's achieving, varying conditions. And then we also have a page which you could see, and it will do a graph as well to show you over a period of time what the performance was.
And compared to the Seakeeper 5, where you have center consoles now that have it, they require a generator system to have the Seakeeper 5. This is a 100% DC system. What does it require for a boat to have this on board?
That's right, and it's the first unit that we have launched and the first unit ever available to the marketplace that's run solely off DC power. So this boat comes to the factory with 4 90 amp hour AGM batteries, 1 for each engine and 2 for the house. All we did for our application is add 1 additional house battery. With the 3 house batteries, we could run this unit for 4 to 6 hours in pretty rough conditions. At that time, we'll cut it off so we don't deplete the batteries. But with 2 Yamaha 300s, if you have them at idle, you have enough surplus coming off the alternator to run all the house systems and the gyro without depleting the batteries at all.
So that means whether you're kite fishing offshore, you rarely turn your engines off, so it's really not that big of a deal for an angler that's out here kite fishing or bottom fishing to worry about the power.
Nope. You don't worry about the power. You know, one of the things we talked about before is how quiet it is,
right.
And it's a bit the magic of it. You don't see it, you don't hear it, you don't, it just works.
Right.